Beanie Sigel didn't just stir the pot. He threw the whole kitchen in when he sat down and broke his silence about Jay-Z. What came out of his mouth wasn't just regular rap gossip. It was raw, it was personal, and it was something nobody saw coming. For years, Jay-Z has been looked at as the mastermind of hip-hop's most powerful empire, Rockefeller Records. But according to Sigel, the story behind the throne is darker than anyone could have imagined. Beanie wasn't vague. He didn't beat around the bush. He went straight for the jugular, saying Jay-Z wasn't just a businessman making calculated moves. He was allegedly sabotaging his own people. The same people who helped him build Rockefeller from the ground up. The same artists who stood by his side, rode with him through battles, and gave the label its gritty, street-approved reputation. Beanie claims Jay didn't just abandon those artists when it was convenient. He played puppet master behind the scenes, pulling strings that led to their downfall. And this isn't just about money or business disagreements. According to Sigel, it's about loyalty, trust, brotherhood, or at least what he thought was brotherhood. When Beanie came into the Rockefeller family, he believed he was joining something real, something unbreakable. But now, decades later, he's saying that whole image was a carefully crafted illusion. Behind the flashy videos, the champagne, and the diamond-studded chains was a man who was allegedly playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers. Sigel says Jay-Z knew exactly what he was doing. He allegedly made sure certain artists got shelved, certain deals got blocked, and certain careers quietly faded into the background, all so he could shine without competition. Beanie's words painted Jay not as a team player, but as a power-hungry figure who wanted to be the only one eating. And according to Sigel, if you started shining too bright, you became a problem. The most chilling part is the level of detail Beanie gave. He didn't speak in vague metaphors. He gave moments, decisions, alleged betrayals that left him questioning everything he thought he knew. One of the biggest betrayals he mentioned was how Jay-Z allegedly turned his back when Beanie needed him the most, when he was facing legal trouble and felt abandoned by the very label he helped put on the map. According to Sigel, Jay had the resources to help, but chose to stay silent. And Beanie's not the only one raising eyebrows. Ever since the interview dropped, other voices from the industry, some quiet for years, have begun to speak up. They're not all pointing fingers, but they're hinting, suggesting, confirming that maybe, just maybe, the version of Jay-Z we've been sold isn't the full story. That maybe the man who climbed to the top did so by stepping over people instead of lifting them up. Now here's where things get even messier. Jay-Z is already under the microscope. There's growing talk online about his alleged connections to bigger industry scandals. People are starting to piece things together, and Beanie's interview just added gasoline to the fire. It's not just a personal beef anymore. It's starting to feel like the unraveling of an entire legacy. The timing of all this couldn't be more dangerous for Jay-Z's image. He spent decades shaping it, business mogul, cultural icon, hip-hop billionaire. But with Sigel's revelations, cracks are starting to show. And once cracks form, people start digging. Fans, bloggers, even other artists are combing through old interviews, old lyrics, and old deals, trying to see if there were signs all along. And some are beginning to say they were always there. We just didn't want to believe it. One of the most powerful parts of Beanie's story is how emotional it felt. This wasn't just a man airing out dirty laundry. This was a man who felt betrayed by someone he once looked at like family. His voice cracked at times. He paused like the memories were hitting him in real time. And that kind of raw emotion connects. Fans could feel that this wasn't clout chasing. This was pain. This was truth, or at least, Sigel's truth. What really sets this situation apart from regular hip-hop beef is the way it's peeling back layers of the industry. It's not just about Jay-Z. It's about how many artists have been chewed up and spit out by the very system that's supposed to support them. It's about how success at the top can sometimes come with sacrifices, and those sacrifices are often the people closest to you. Beanie's story is becoming a symbol for a larger conversation about loyalty, exploitation, and how the game is played behind the scenes. Jay-Z hasn't responded to Beanie's claims directly, and maybe he won't. He's known for moving in silence, but the silence is loud. It's making people wonder, if there's nothing to hide, why not clear the air? Why not address the man who once helped define your label sound. Instead, the rumors keep swirling, and the pressure keeps building. For younger fans who didn't grow up during the Rockefeller era, this might seem like just another drama in a long line of hip-hop feuds. But for those who remember what Beanie J and the Roc meant in the early 2000s, this is deeper. It's like watching a childhood hero get unmasked, and it's making people question what they thought they knew about the culture. The industry isn't built on talent alone. It's built on alliances, power moves, hidden agendas. And if Beanie's words are true, Jay-Z mastered that game better than anyone else by allegedly making sure nobody else could win. The very structure of Rockefeller, once seen as a brotherhood of hungry artists, now feels like a stage built to spotlight one man while dimming everyone else. As the story continues to unfold, one thing is clear. Beanie Sigel has reignited a conversation many thought was buried. And whether people believe every word or not, he's made them look closer. At the deals, at the decisions, at the relationships. People are rewatching old Rockefeller footage with new eyes. They're replaying interviews, dissecting verses, and noticing things they missed before. This isn't just a beef. This is legacy-level exposure. Beanie didn't just call Jay-Z out. He flipped the lights on in a room that was always kept dim. And now that the world is watching, the pressure is on. Will more voices come forward? Will Jay-Z speak up? Or will silence protect the legend, even as the walls close in? Whatever happens next, one thing is certain. Hip-hop won't be the same. Beanie Sigel didn't just start a fire. He burned the illusion. And once people see the truth, they never look at the game the same again.